It's audition time!
Mr. Cheesy Pop!
Hey everyone, it's Max. So, I'm about to go on my second in-person audition during the pandemic. I had one, so this is going to be my second one. I had one back when things were starting to get a little better, but then they were starting to get worse during the summer. So it's going to be interesting to see the new safety procedures that they've put in place since then. I felt safe doing the last audition. I thought it was really good. So I got my audition information. Already there is something new. We have to fill out this COVID questionnaire. I'm gonna do a little screen capture as I fill this out, because you have to fill this out on the day of your audition. So check that out.
So here's what the screening looks like. Have you experienced a fever? No. Have you experienced fatigue? No. Cough? No. Sneezing? No. Muscle aches and pain? No. Sore throat? No. Diarrhea? No. Headaches? No. Shortness of breath? No. Sense of smell or taste loss? No. Chills? No. Been in contact with anyone with symptoms? No. Been in contact with positive? No. Continue. Then you get this next page, which is going to have you fill out your name, signature, the date, and then when you do that, you hit continue, and you get a form emailed to you, and it looks like this, and this is what you show when you get to the audition.
Okay, so there it is. Basic questionnaire. The questions you'd expect, I would think. But again, it's just trusting that the person is telling the truth, which we hope they are. So now I'm going to head on out of here, head to the audition. It's for a commercial, and we'll see what happens. You know, it's been a really interesting thing. I haven't had an in-person audition since that last video I made about it, so it's been a while. Everything else has been self-tape, which has been awesome. I actually had a self-tape commercial audition this morning, and those are great. I really like doing those. It's really simple for me. Obviously, I've been editing videos for years and years and filming stuff from home for years and years, so it's really, I love it. Saves you a trip. I think it's great. I think more things should be casting this way, at least for the initial audition. Maybe at the callback you bring people in, but I think this is the way of the future, and I think it should be like this. So I love the at-home auditions. This one is not, for some reason, and I'm trying to figure out why, because it seems pretty straightforward, but we'll find out when I get there. All right, let's go audition. Well, I have, sunny. Well, I have made it to the audition building. I'm about to head on in for my audition, exactly on time, because I don't want you to be early, you know. So I'm gonna head on in, see how it goes. Back from the audition, I gotta say, first of all, the audition went great. I understand why they had to do this one in person, because it needed an explanation and it needed movement in the room. That was really part of it. There was walking. That was definitely part of it. So I understood why this had to be in person. You can't capture me walking around in a tiny room, like, you know, where I usually film. My office, really small. So I understand I had to see people walk around and hit some marks. Felt like a great audition. The health and safety procedures were excellent, I gotta say. When I was there, I only saw a couple other people, but we sat like 12 feet apart. And they have X's on the benches, color-coded to what studio you're auditioning in. This is great. So fascinating, because that casting office is always so crazy busy and so packed. And now, this is how it's gonna be. Less castings in person, and I like it. But this, I understood why they do it in person, but it felt very safe. And it was great. It really was. I honestly thought it went well, and they handled it really well, and I did great. I did great. One difference, here's a difference. So when you go in a commercial audition, they give you an explanation as to what they want you to do. and they usually bring everyone in the room. It's like, everyone pile on in the room for the explanation. And usually it's like, 15 of us, and we're all like standing on top of each other, watching the session director give us an explanation of what we're gonna be doing. For this, the session director came out into the waiting area, and it was just 2 of us, and gave us the explanation there. So that was great. That was a big difference I noticed. And that's great. Felt good, felt safe. I still like auditioning at home, obviously, but for things where they do need to see some movement, hit marks, and do things like that, I understand why this one had to be in person. Let's hope I get it. A little addendum to this video. So today, turns out I have an audition from home. You guys know this wall very well. You've seen that in many of my videos. But right over here is where I do my acting auditions in front of, just the blank wall. The door, actually, is where I do my auditions for just normal acting work. So I can't have all that other stuff in the picture, obviously, when I'm just doing a normal acting job. We don't want any crazy backdrops. So this is what I've been using as my backdrop for when I'm doing just a normal old acting audition. So I'm gonna get to that. See, you get the tripod all set up. We'll turn on some lights, although it's not too bad right now, actually. Sometimes daylight lighting works just as well. It's very interesting. So, all right, I'm gonna go audition. Any of my actor friends out there gone on any in-person auditions yet? Let me know in the comments below. How is everything? Do you feel safe? How's it going for you? Like, subscribe, check out my Patreon page. Have a magical day, everybody. Bye.